All right, let's get started. Um, let's see. I was out on PTO last week, so I'm back to working on Scrub this week. Yingjun, how's it going?
Last week, mostly reviews, and I have one quick question about the OMAP range remove here. And for the messenger, I'm moving forward to a split protocol v2, a messenger and a handshake after introduced the frame assembler. And that's all.
I'm not sure about that. I'd have to check the Blue Store code.
Okay.
Sorry about that. When you do find out, it's probably worth adding a comment to the object store interface, though,
Yeah, sure.
verifying it. All right, Chunmai?
Um, the medical support all the sharded store work is done for C install, Seastore, and ZNS. But I don't have the ZNS device, so if anybody has ZNS, please help me to verify it. And we found that with the sharded store support, the performance has some regression, and they're still working on the performance regression. We found the reactor utilization is about 60, and but for not support the shared store, it is over 99. So still try to verify it, and by adding the more client to do the test. So that's all.
Okay. Swan?
This week I was still debugging the PG remove code. Here's the PR, a draft PR. I think it's very close, and I will add a unit test case for this PG remove, and after that I will ready the PR for review. That's all my work this week.
All right, sounds good. Is there anything else? Oh, go ahead.
I have one question. We are actually my colleague Zhang Song is trying to implement some kind of cache data promote function, which loads frequently accessed data from cold tier to hot tier, like what Bcache or OpenCache is doing. The reason we are doing this is that we think there are cases that the memory space, which can be used as a data cache, may not be large enough to hold all the necessary hot data in memory. So I think we need to load frequently accessed data and from cold tier to hot tier. Does this make sense to you guys?
In principle, yeah, I mean, that makes sense in principle. I guess my main question is ordering. Is this actually the most important thing to work on right now in Seastore?
I'm not quite sure. But according to our cases, this is relatively important to us. I don't know if it's important to the whole Seastore.
Well, I think it will be important eventually. So maybe I guess this is more a question for Yingchen.
Yeah, okay. I think it will be more important to understand how this feature contribute to the end performance in specific, in what scenario, and how much gain we can get in order to understand the importance according to the introduced complexity.
Okay. I think we can test it to see how it'll improve the performance.
Yeah.
Yingchen, for what it's worth, I actually think this will be important. We want Seastore to work well even on memory-constrained devices. So all you have to do to make at least an ideal version of a feature like this work is provision, let's say, 2 gigs of cache space, but have a working set of size 16 gigs. That's all you would need.
Okay.
The working set would greatly exceed the cache or the fast tier, the memory size. So unless there's some mechanism for moving frequently read but not mutated data up into the faster space, you'd get read access latencies from the colder tier, not the faster tier. So it's not difficult to construct a scenario where this is useful. So it's more like, is the caching machinery at a level of maturity where this is a logical feature to do now? Or is there more foundational stuff that we want to do first? I guess that would be my question. So I totally agree with you that we'll need this eventually. At least that's my opinion. I'm not sure about convincing Jun, but that's where I am.
Of course, we need to merge features step by step for the device tiering, and the current tiering is still only limited features are merged in the upstream, so still need to review it in order.
Yes, that of course.
I guess I'd also kind of like to see working Seastore topology tests first in the stable branch.
Yeah.
For at least a basic device.
Yeah, that's for sure. So I think we can kind of implement it first, and we can review it later. I mean, we can push the data and wait for review. Do you think that sounds reasonable?
Well, the risk would be that some of the foundational code that it relies on changes. But on the other hand, if you notice something that has to change, then maybe it's better to notice that earlier. So maybe.
Okay.
Like it may be that you notice something in the architecture that would need to be changed to support this, and knowing that early could be good.
Okay.
Yeah, probably I will need to prioritize the architectural changes first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. Okay, no more questions from me.
All right, is there anything else? Have a good week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.